Hey, yo, Luke, you good? We just don't need you, bro. Nah, chill, good Luke, not you. I'm talking about bad Luke. Luke Willson out there, bro. Nothing, bro. I ain't saying nothing. Look, we just don't need you no more, bro. But, hey, check around. You might got nets. Ask around, bro. And we don't validate parking neither. Dodged a bullet there. What's good, show? Trying to hear the most woke, no joking. I'm back at it again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit with you. I do not see the hype behind Luke Willson. I don't want him. I don't need him. I don't get it. Now, unless it's for the absolute minimum, I don't see why Panthers fans are so high on this man. Now, if you don't know who Luke Willson is, let's go PIP one time. Let's go picture in picture. If you don't know who Luke Willson is, he's what is he? He's a fifth year. He's been in the league for 5 years. He's a tight end, the backup tight end in Seattle. Last year he had 15 receptions, 153 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's not terrible. That's what, 10 yards per reception? That's not bad. 4 touchdowns for a tight end, for a backup to Jimmy Graham. That's not horrible, bro. But there seems to be this running meme, I'm guessing, with Panthers fans that have him. They're pretty high on Luke Willson, like he's like a must-need, must-get kind of player, and that he's way better than Ed Dickson. Now, I know Dixon's gone, and there's no way we can get him back, but I just don't see Luke Willson as someone who's worth the hype. Now, there's been plenty of Panthers fans telling me that this man has been good for a while and always has clutch games versus us, and I want to go ahead and address both of those things right now. Let's watch these stats real quick. His rookie season, he had, 20 receptions for 272. That's not too bad. Then he goes 22 for 362, 17 for 213, 15 receptions for 129. But to be fair, you can see right here, he only starts 11 games. Oh, he only starts 6 games, but only played in 11. So we can kind of forgive that year. And this past year, he started 7, played in 16 games, but I mean, behind Jimmy Graham, you're not going to start those games. And he had 15 receptions for 153 and 4 touchdowns. This was his best year touchdowns-wise, but his second worst year in yards. Okay, and these numbers don't pop up to me. These numbers aren't like, when I think Carolina Panthers and I think tight end, we use our tight ends. And these numbers don't scream, let's run a 2 tight end set, and the defense is going to be confused and actually be convinced we're going to be throwing the ball to a tight end not named Greg Olsen. But let me go ahead and get into this man. People saying that this man actually plays well against us. Now we go to the game log here. I don't think we played this year. We definitely didn't play this year. I think we've only played 3 times in this man's career. So let's look at it. So right here, 2016, did we play? I'm pretty sure we did play them. Yeah, but he didn't play in the game. In the game, they beat us 40-7. He did not play. He got a DNP. 2015, let's go to that. Let's see how I did against us in 2015. 2015, they caught an L, 23-27 in week 6. He had 1 reception for 16 yards. Okay, convince me. In the playoffs, they had the game we won 24-31. That was a game that we jumped out to wasn't it like a 21-0 lead, and then they came back in the third. They thought they were coming back. That was 2015. That was our 16-1 year. Yeah. That was the year that 15-1 year. My fault. That was the year that we made some moves. He had 4 receptions for 54 yards, no touchdown, and a 7-point loss. That the game was already over in the first half. They came back a little bit, but the game was already over in the first half. We weren't worried about it. Okay, so that's 54 yards. That's not a terrible game, but that's nothing. That's not anything clutch or anything. 2014, they beat us 13-9. He had 1 reception for 23 yards and 1 touchdown. I'm not impressed with that. Then in the first round of the playoffs, he gets 4 receptions, 68 yards, and a touchdown in a win. And in his rookie season, he didn't even play against us. So I'm trying to figure out where this narrative of he plays well against us and he's a pretty clutch player. I'm trying to figure out where exactly this comes from, because these stats don't jump out to me. Now, if he's a good run blocker, that's a whole nother thing, and we could definitely use some good run blocking in a 2 tight end set. Maybe we can have Greg Olsen chip and go out on his route, and we keep Luke Willson in, or we have some kind of confusion where they both chip, or we like alternate it somehow and we run some run plays out of the 2 tight end set. That maybe could work with Luke Willson, but I don't see him as a player that we spend too much money on. You feel me? Now let's go ahead and look at tight ends, where tight ends ranked for this past season. And obviously, look, if we're going by yards, if we're going by let's go by receptions. If we go by receptions, then I mean he's tied for 47 at 15 receptions. He's a first page player. He's in the top 50 in receptions. But if we go after yards, it's a whole different story. Now, when you're playing behind Jimmy Graham, I know you're not gonna get a lot of yards, but I mean, if we scroll down like this, we can see that even where's he at? Where's my man's at? Oh, I see what I did. No, I didn't do that. Where's my man's at? We see Ed Dixon here with 437. That's good yards. Where's my man's though? Greg Olsen's right here. Greg Olsen missed a bunch of games and still managed to get 17 receptions for 191 yards. Now, where is this man Luke Willson? And I don't want to go here and try to make a comparison between Luke Willson and Greg Olsen, but Greg Olsen missed a lot of time, and Luke Willson at least got some playing time. Playing behind Jimmy Graham. It's not like Jimmy Graham played every single snap. And Luke Willson got 15 receptions, like I said, for 153. He's a second page player. I'm not sure that I really want to pay more than $5 million for this. I don't know what his contract was in Seattle, but I'm not really feeling like we should pay very much for Luke Willson. I just don't see the appeal in him. Now, if it's solid run blocking and maybe he can get us a few yards, maybe I can see that. But I don't want to pay very much for Luke Willson in the least. Like, I don't want to really risk anything for this man. Honestly, you have to convince me. Convince me that Luke Willson is worth it. I'm just not sure that we don't get from Manhurts what we can probably get out of Luke Willson. You feel me? Now, unless his contract is very, very team friendly, and like I said, I don't know what his contract was at Seattle, but unless his contract is very team friendly, I don't want him. I don't need him. Spend that money on the D line. Spend that money on the O line. Spend that money on, I don't know, man, anything really. I just don't think that we spend more than $5 to $7 million on this. But convince me. What do y'all think? Are y'all really all that sold on Luke Willson? Show me something that tells me, that can just convince me that he's worth the money. Is he worth this money it looks like we're trying to give him right now? Let me know in the comments below. You already know to do with that like button. I got a couple buttons right here. I got a subscribe button. Hit this button. You want to. And you can hit this button over here to watch more videos. And let me know. Like, honestly, I really want to know. This is something that I really feel kind of strongly about, because it seems like there are Panthers fans that feel pretty strongly about us picking up Luke Willson. So let me know. Namaste. Back with more videos before you know it. Let's get it.